Om Shanti, English Avyakt versions, 13th of April 1973. Just as Bhagats receive the fruit of their devotion, in the same way, if a desperate soul comes to you with a feeling of devotion, asking you for donation of life and peace of mind, are you able to give that soul the fruit of his devotional feeling for you? Whatever attainment he receives from his own effort is from his own effort and is the fruit of that. But if someone tells you that he is weak, that he does not have any spiritual power, then through the Father are you able to give such a soul the fruit of his feeling for you? They will only know the Father when they first receive some kind of assurance from him, and only when they are able to receive the fruit of their devotional feelings will the yoga of their intellect be connected according to the directions. Many bhagats with such feelings will come to you at the end. One type are those who attain a status through their own effort and they will continue to come. However, at the end, neither will there be time to make effort nor will souls have the power to make effort. And for such souls, with your cooperation and on the basis of your duty of giving the great donation, you will have to become the instruments to give them the fruit of their devotional feelings. They will just think that they have received a blessing. This has then been remembered as being taken beyond with just a glance from the Shaktis. When you switch on a very powerful light, the germs in that place are destroyed the second you turn the switch on. In the same way, when you souls are in your perfect powerful form, then it will be like when someone comes and turns on the switch in 1 second. That is, there is a pure thought, a pure feeling that this soul should also be benefited. This is the switch of thoughts. By turning it on, by your creating a thought, that soul's desire will be fulfilled and he will melt internally. Because souls who come at the end will become satisfied with even a little. Because their part is only of taking a few grants, they will think that they have attained all attainments. According to them, that is everything for them. So every soul should receive the fruit of their desire. None of them should remain deprived, and for this you need to have such a powerful stage now. That is, you have to accumulate all the powers within yourself, because it is only with the powers you have accumulated that you will be able to give someone the power to accommodate and someone else the power to tolerate. That is, you will be able to give each one whatever he needs. When someone goes to the doctor, he is given a dose according to his disease and thereby made healthy. In the same way, you have to make effort to accumulate all the powers within yourself now, and those who wish to become world emperor will not make effort just for their own selves. It is very common to pass the tests and overcome the obstacles that come in their daily life, but those who are to become world emperors will have an overflowing stock which can be used for the whole world. In the same way, those who become the special instrument souls here should be felt to have a stock of all the powers, for only then will you be considered to be close to the final stage of perfection and the time of revelation. At that time, you will not remember anyone. Every second and every thought will be for others. At present, you have to give time for your own effort and your own body. You have to give energy. You even have to use your mind for your own effort, but at that time this stage will have finished. This effort will then have changed, and you will feel that even 1 second or one thought should not be used for the self but for world benefit. Such a stage would be called complete and perfect. If it is not complete, it is not perfect either, because only the complete stage is the perfect stage. So now make your effort even more subtle. The effort of special souls would definitely be unique. Are you experiencing such transformation taking place in your effort? You now have to come to the stage of being the bestowers, the children of the bestower. For such souls, giving is receiving. So now, together with the closeness of time, you also need the perfect stage. The complete stage of you souls will bring perfection close. Therefore, you should now check yourselves to see that just as in the beginning you used to take time in making effort for yourself, in the same way whether you are now using more time for others. According to the drama, arrogance and the consciousness of I will then automatically finish. It will happen like that according to the circumstances also. Through this, you will automatically become soul conscious. To engage yourself in this task means to become soul conscious. Without being soul conscious, you will not be successful in your task. Then, your stage of being soul conscious will become constant. Have you become world benefactors only on or only benefactors of the self? Are you busy in settling your own karmic accounts, or are you busy in enabling the souls of the world to settle their karmic accounts and bondages? Why are you busy in? What are you busy in? Since you have kept the aim, constantly use your body, mind, and wealth for world benefit. Acha. After the meeting groups personally on 25th of January 1994, in order to finish dependency, maintain the spiritual intoxication of having all rights. Do you constantly experience yourselves to be those who have all rights to the Father's inheritance, the sovereigns, and also the ones who have the right to rule the kingdom of the world? The Father's inheritance is self sovereignty and the kingdom of the world. So, to be one who has the right to the Father's inheritance means to be one who has the right to the kingdom of the world. This world will come into your hands. At present, it is in the hands of many. This is why the world is in upheaval. Sometimes it swings to this side and sometimes to the other. When it comes into your hands, it will remain constant. Do you remember how many times you have ruled the world? You experience that you have ruled it many times before. Does the image of your kingdom appear clearly in the camera of your intellect? Or is it that it is because the Father is telling you that it will definitely be like that? Is it as clear as the present? After all, it is only a matter of yesterday. It existed yesterday and it will exist tomorrow. Today you have self sovereignty, and tomorrow you will have the kingdom of the world. It is simply a question of today and tomorrow. A soul who has all rights constantly stays in spiritual intoxication, and this intoxication easily makes him forget the old world. Just as physical intoxication makes you forget everything that is temporary, but this is for all time. When you have the intoxication of having all rights, then what does the old world seems like compared to the new world? It is nothing. It does not seem difficult to forget the old world. Those who have all rights are never dependent. They are not dependent on anything. Where there are all rights, there is no dependency. Where there is dependency, there are no rights. It is when you forget your rights that you become dependent. So, you must not be dependent on anything, any person, or any sanskar. The mothers have a little attachment. Do you have it once or twice a year? No. When someone falls very ill, do you feel attachment at that time? What do the Pandavas feel? Perhaps you do not feel anger, but do you feel bossy? Having found the Father, you have found everything. So these limited things are nothing. You do not have to let go of them, but they are renounced automatically. You do not even have to make effort. Acha, this is a variety group. A bouquet of a variety of colorful flowers is very good. However, at present, where do all of you belong? At present, are you all Madhuban Nivasis, or are you remembering your respective places? At present, all of you are one. There is great pleasure in being a Madhuban Nivasi, is there not? Since you experience pleasure, why do you go from here? Say that you are going for service. Madhuban is very much loved, but service is just as lovely. So, no matter where you are staying, always have the awareness that you are there for the sake of service. It is not a karmic account, but you are there simply for the sake of service. To be a Brahmin means to be a server. There is pleasure in doing service, isn't there? If you consider it to be a household, there is bondage, and if you consider it to be a service place, there is happiness. When you go from here, you are going for the sake of service. You are not going for the sake of karmic accounts. Group number 2. The means for becoming a holy swan is cleanliness of mind and intellect and the inculcation of the jewels of knowledge. Do you feel that you have become the holy swans for all time? You are holy swans, are you not? So, what does a swan do? What is the task of a swan? To pick up pearl. And what else? To separate milk from water. One is to pick up the jewels of knowledge, and that is to imbibe them. And the second specialty is that of the power of discrimination. To separate milk from water means to have the specialty of the power of discrimination. Those who have the power of discrimination will never take the water instead of milk. The value of milk and greater than that of water. So the meaning of milk and water is to discriminate between the powerful and the wasteful. Water is considered to be like water, and the powerful is considered to be like milk. So are you such holy swans? Do you have good discrimination power? Or do you sometimes consider water to be milk or milk to be water? Do you sometimes consider the wasteful to be good and get bored with the powerful? No. So to be a holy swan means to be constantly clean. A swan is always shone clean. Cleanliness means purity. So you have now become clean, have you not? Has the dirtiness been removed? Or is there still a little bit remaining? There isn't a little bit remaining, is there? You are not sometimes colored by the company of those who are dirty, are you? Are you even affected by those who are dirty? So you are clean, are you not? If you put cleanliness and dirtiness side by side, which would you prefer? Would you prefer the cleanliness, or would you also like the dirt? So constantly keep the mind and intellect clean, that is pure. There should not be any impurity of wasteful things. If there is any waste, that cannot be called completely pure. So to finish the wastage means to be a holy swan. At every moment let there be the jewels of knowledge, let there be churning going on. If there is churning of knowledge, there will not be any waste. This is known as picking up jewels. The wasteful things are like stones. If there is any waste, there are waves of sorrow, and you become distressed, thinking, why did this come? Stones give you sorrow and jewels give you happiness. If anyone has a jewel in his hand, would he be distressed or would he be happy? He would be happy, would he not? If anyone throws away a jewel, then there would be the experience of sorrow. Therefore, do not imbibe stone's throw your intellect. Constantly imbibe the jewels of knowledge. Each jewel has limitless value. How many jewels do you have? You have countless jewels, do you not? You are overflowing with jewels. You are not empty, are you? Don't ever keep the intellect empty. Definitely give yourself some homework. Keep your intellect busy with homework. Baba gives you homework daily, does he not? What are the specialties, blessings, and special points of dharana? They are homework, so continue to do your homework. Or is it that once you have heard something in class, that's it? Why are you given homework? So that you are kept busy. So do the mothers do their homework? You are godly students. Or do you consider yourselves to be mothers when you go back home? So what is the duty of a student? To study. Baba makes everything so easy for you. So what do you keep yourself busy with? Do the Pandavas remain busy? To remain busy means to remain safe. And the homework you receive is so easy. You just have to do what you hear. You have so much happiness from the one who is giving you the homework. And where does he come from? He comes from so far away. The highest on high God comes as your teacher. It is a matter of such great intoxication throughout the entire kalpa. You will never again find such a teacher. So you should do your homework very well